This is Jan Beatty reading Drag. Drag. They say I have attachment disorder from years in the orphanage. I say I'm attached to dirt, to the grit of stones, pulverized metal from the slag heap. I learned touch from air. I fashioned love from strangers. Your families make no sense to me. My mother's the four-barrel of a 409, my heart's drag-stripped from the shredded tires of predators. Go ahead, think of me. Throw the red flag down. I'm one you'd never figured. Dead engine start on a quarter-mile strip. My low jack is the split, the pull away. You back there, me running the distance. About this poem. I was thinking about drag stripping, the name of my new book coming out in 2024 from the University of Pittsburgh. I was thinking of all kinds of drag, all kinds of stripping, and what drags us down, what holds us back. For me, adoption and living in an orphanage always comes up. And I'm intensely in love with muscle cars. The collision of shredding, predators, and peeling off on a drag strip was something I wanted to use as a compass. How do you locate yourself in this life? How do you locate yourself in the midst of power and trauma?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me. What's new in cat food?
Today's your lucky day. So every time you eat, you get everything you need.
You know, that's great. I'll take it. A tasty, dry cat food. That's what I've been looking for.
Every cat comes in here switching to flavor packs.
Hello to Marko. Welcome to the Lo-Fi Lounge. And we've been waiting to talk to each other in person for quite a while now, right?
That's true. Thank you, Chris, for the invitation, and I'm looking forward to talk to you. And yeah, I think we talked more than a year ago, maybe 1.5 years ago.
Through Bill Barrett. He recently come back from your festival, a Harmonica F.E.N. festival, and he's a very special player. He plays with this wonderful emotion, and he came back supercharged, and he was saying, you can't believe what Marko has there in the whole, Harmonica School and the whole process. He goes, he was just workshop to workshop. He said he'd be blown away by these other genres, these other styles, and how people use on one level is a very simple instrument that can be so complicated. It's like you could play it as checkers, and then you move into chess. The festival is coming up in May 24th through 26th. So you want to talk about that first?
Where to start? I mean, it's been a journey. We are now looking forward to present it for the second time. You were mentioning Bill being here for the first festival in 2022, and it was unclear for quite some time if we will be able to present a second one. I mean, we wanted it. We really intended to go for the original plan is to introduce 3 festivals with a year pause in between. So that is for each letter F, E, and N. There's a title to each of these 3 festivals, and they represent a whole. They should represent a whole perspective on the harmonica and the developments in recent years, and that's kind of the original idea behind the festival in general. That it was clear to us that we will not be successfully. We cannot successfully present all what we want to present in just one festival. So we knew we will need more parts to present it, and yeah, and it's nice to hear Bill's reaction from your perspective. He was playing at the FASCINATION festival, and it truly happened. Not only on Bill's side, I think like a lot of people who came to the first festival really got fascinated from the variety of styles of different players we invited, of the colorful genres and diversity of the music we presented. While the first festival was happening, we realized, my team and I, we realized that we call ourselves an harmonica festival, but while the festival was happening, we realized, and actually people gave us that feedback during this weekend, that it's a true music festival. Because the variety of the genres. You know, normally you go to a jazz festival, to a blues festival, you go to a certain type of festival dedicated to one genre. It's very rarely that you go to a weekend full of music and have the luxury of really listening to 5 to 6 to 7, 8 different styles of cultures and musical interpretations, and that's what happened the first time, and we will continue this way, because we want to show that the harmonica arrived in all of these styles and is established naturally. It established itself naturally, playing a great role as an instrument in these styles. And
what a brilliant conception. There's the fascination mode, right? And then the education, and then you got to end up with a network where people are hooked together. Just what a wonderful way, the Harmonica School and your online stuff, because I mean, you're celebrating the harmonica.
yeah, it's true what you're saying. I mean, it is an ambitious, big picture to all of that, and it is. You can enjoy just one aspect of it and jump into it wherever you want. This was also one of our original ideas, to really hand out our invitation to everyone who's interested in joining, collaborating, and working together and building that future for the harmonica. And it was never our intention to present only our approach to harmonica pedagogy. And I'm very aware of all the different approaches around the world. If you look into all the different Asian countries, they are truly amazingly educated and organized for harmonica pedagogy. have in Latin America, you have in Europe, different parts. You have so many different approaches to this topic and topics, and I figured out that what is really missing is some kind of connecting part. On a personal level, I know a lot of these players, and it was really a wish. It was my true wish to find a way how to organize a network of people who are fascinated by what they're doing, and who are willing to fascinate others with what they are doing, and to bring them together, to push forward into the educational part, because harmonica has a really true unique history behind the instrument itself. For a long time, the harmonica was not seen as a true instrument. It was unclear. Is it a toy? Is it just appropriate for certain styles as blues? Can you play different styles? So there are a lot of myths and misconceptions behind that instrument, and for a lot of people, it's a surprise if you tell them, yes, it is a true instrument. You can learn it. You can really play scales on it. You can practice it as any other instrument. And yes, there is, and there should be more harmonica music pedagogy written for that instrument.
I know that one of the things that Bill had worked with you was kind of these workshops and online in your courses. It's just that invitation into the other realm.
So everything started before the festival was born. The school was the main intention. So I was founding the Harmonica School Berlin in 2016, but I was already teaching for many years before that official founding of the school. I was organizing group classes and different kinds of workshop formats already previous to that, but it was necessary to make it visible, and I really wanted to somehow give this work a name and show it more officially to the world, and through that, of course, connect to others. And yeah, I mean, the basic behind all of that is that I believe, from my experience with a lot of people I taught harmonica, or being in the process of teaching music, I understood and understand that a lot of people are traumatized by previous music education. I'm sorry to be that openly speaking about that, but I was shocked how many people asked me right in the first lesson, like, I truly wish to connect to music back again. I had some lessons in my childhood, in my young formative years, and this and that teacher or this or that experience traumatized me, by some over ambitious classical teacher or whatever musical teacher who who was just really killing the fascination of this poor child by saying him that he's not musical, or he should not do this, or he should do that. I mean, there can be so much damage done, and there is so much damage done, and in general, I think, like, you know, there can be so much said into this topic, and this is something I'm truly passionate about. I really think like that in our society, which is so much focused on that you have to deliver, that you have to perform, that you have to be in competition with others, all of these capitalistical like ideas which we are ingrained from day one, and I think that we are not aware how much damage this does to all of us. You know, we are really missing so many things in life by competing, by this idea of competition. And I think, like, music should not be competition. You know, music is so much more than that, and in life in general, there is so much more to be gained if you don't compete to anyone, and if you just open your heart to the thing you love, and you share with others. This is a complete different perspective on everything, actually, and this is the starting point for my education and for my teaching, that I really try to, through the harmonica, through music, to build a relationship to each other who wants to enter closer to music, to feel themselves, to actually somehow connect, to create a connection to parts of themselves they maybe never experienced before. It is about expression. It is music is expression, and if you learn an instrument, it is a tool for yourself to express in other ways you could maybe not express with words or in life.
Somebody that plays harmonica.
Nein. Ich glaube, als Kind vielleicht mal. Also, ja.
Nicht wirklich.
Somebody that plays harmonica.
Nein. Ich glaube, als Kind vielleicht mal. Also, ja.
Nicht wirklich.
very much.
If you stumble and you fall, afraid to lose it all, don't be troubled. There's treasure for you here. But you can't see the mansion on the hill. Be careful that you never lose direction. There will always be a can